All right, now we're going to do section 4.2 by example only. So we're going to take a few problems from Lehman's book. Hopefully you've gone over these on your own so that you're just checking yourself to see if you're right. So we have 9/5 x minus 2/5 x. Well, this is just like adding two fractions or subtracting two fractions. We say have 9/5 and we are going to subtract 2/5. And so that's going to give us 7/5. And those are x's. And that we can leave as our final answer. Or if you wish, it's less common with a variable, but if you wish, we could change this into a mixed number as 1 and 2/5 and then x. And the reason that we usually don't do that is because it's a little confusing as to where the x belongs when we put it as a mixed number. All right, continuing on with our next one, problem number 26, we're going to be distributing this -2 across the parentheses. So we have a negative times a positive, which gives us a -16m, and then plus a negative times a positive, which gives us a -8n, and then plus, changing this subtraction here to addition, a -3n. And then we want to combine the like terms. The n terms are alike, the m term is different. So we have a -16m, and then plus we have a -8 and a -3, which makes a -11, and those are n's. Now if you want to leave it just like that, I will accept that from you, but an even better answer is -16m minus 11n. And that's the way we'd like to progress into writing our answers, because adding a negative is the same as subtracting a positive. All right, moving on to our problem number 32. We have, first of all, to change subtraction to addition. And then we can see what we need to distribute here and here. So when we look at this, we see now 3a plus a positive times a negative is a negative 6a, plus a positive times a negative is a -8, plus 5. And now we want to do like terms. So we have two like terms here, and we have two like terms here, constant terms and variable terms. So we have a -6 and a +3. That gives us a -3, and those are a's. And then we have a -8 and a +5, and so that's going to give a plus a -3, and that's a very acceptable answer, but an even better answer would be -3a minus 3. And that's again because adding a negative is the same as subtracting a positive. All right, moving on to our problem number 48. The first thing again I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to addition so I can see that I need to distribute a -1/3 through here. In other words, that subtraction there that we changed to addition has to get distributed through the parentheses as well. So now we have plus 7 plus a negative times a positive is a negative. 1/3 of 6, remember that's the 1/3 there, times the 6 over 1, and these cancel, and that's one way of looking at that. So that's a -2x, and then plus a negative and 1/3 of 9, and the 3 goes into 9 3 times, and that's a -3. And then we're going to combine our like terms, which are the constants, and we're going to say -2x plus, and then 7 plus -3 is +4, and so we'll write it like that. Now sometimes you'll see books write this as a 4 subtract a -2x. We like to have these things ordered, which means the x's come first and then the constants, but we sometimes will forsake that so that we don't lose the negative sign in the shuffle. Now the very last one, I've written out two answers here because writing sometimes takes me a really long time. So there's two different ways to translate this into English. The product of -2 and the sum of a number in 4, or -2 times the sum of a number in 4. Now there are other ways to translate it as well, but there are two of many ways that you can translate that problem. So hopefully you did well on those, and you're well on your way to simplifying algebraic expressions.